Thanks, Bruce, and what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining Clubhouse MMA Podcast. This is our 12th episode. We are your hosts, Josh and Chris, and we're here to provide all of our listeners and viewers with the hottest and freshest news going around the MMA world. Please give us a follow on all our social media platforms, Clubhouse MMA Podcast, as the conversations will always evolve. What's going on, Josh? How was your week?
Had a great week, man. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm alive. We're beating Corona.
I saw you worked out this week.
Yeah.
I saw that video you sent me. I only worked out twice this week, and then I went to the beach and swam, like 3 times this week. So
Swimming is the best exercise, they say.
honestly, after I go to the beach with the kids, I don't want to work out anymore. So that's why I only worked out twice this week. But summer's over. We're officially in spring. Clubhouse MMA, episode 12.
Episode 12.
We are live somewhat. We're
Yeah.
live here. This video will be uploaded eventually.
Yeah, we're going to go live eventually. We're just building our confidence.
Something like that. But nothing, man.
So-
We had a good past week. We had UFC Fight Night, Covington versus Woodley. Tons to talk about in there.
Yep.
Then we're going to cover some of the MMA news. Then we'll jump right into next week's pay-per-view, UFC 253, September 26th. I wrote down the times and dates for you guys.
That's right.
So let's do it. Let's just jump right into it.
Get right into it. We're going to go over UFC Vegas 11.
Which happened Saturday, September 19. Started at 5 p.m. Kind of bummed out, bro. This is a spoiler, but Fight Island, which is next week, starts at 10 p.m., bro.
I know it's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
hard.
have to catch some of those the next day.
yeah. It's getting hard to watch some of those fights when they're over international or other time zones because if you work in the early mornings, you're not going to be able to stay up that late.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And it sucks for the fighters, too, because for them to be able to do that, they're fighting like at 3, 4 in the morning. Something like that, their time to make it.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's the one thing that's probably the hardest as a fighter is you're so used to training and this and that in American time zones or your own home that all of a sudden you're going across half the world into a different time zone and now you're fighting at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean,
No, and if you look at the UFC embeddeds and all the fighter videos, they actually show that they're getting up like at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and pretending that's the start of their day, or getting up at midnight, some of them. And yeah, it's crazy. It's a sacrifice that they're doing that, we don't even think about. But their whole schedules are messed up, but they have to quarantine in Vegas. They have to quarantine 48 hours over there. But
they're getting tested constantly.
anyways, we're about to talk more about Abu Dhabi here in a minute. First off, UFC Fight Island, Covington versus Woodley. Prelims were lit. We had, I wrote it down, 8 fights in total, 6 finishes, 2 decisions. One of them, which of the decisions was a draw.
Yeah, it was an exciting card.
And then, was there a draw? No, never mind. There was no draw. The draw was with Cowboy and
Yeah,
Price.
the draw was the co-main event.
Yeah, so 2 decisions in the prelims. The finishes, we had 3 TKOs, KOs, and 3 submissions, 2 guillotines, and 1 armbar.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Starting from the bottom here, we got the fights pulled up. First fight,
From the bottom to the top.
Tyson Nam knocks out, who was he fighting?
In Rivera.
Rivera, round 2, 34 seconds. We're about to show that here in a second. Yeah, it was a nice KO.
It was nice. He caught him. Was it a left hook? And then he came down. Then wasn't it a left hook that took him down, that took Rivera down, and then Nam just...
It was a little flurry that he threw. I can't remember exactly, but...
And then, of course, Nam just got on him after he knocked him down and started going at him.
Yeah, so pretty good fight. I would watch it. Definitely recommend. That was a highlight of a fight. We posted them on our Instagram, Clubhouse MMA Podcast. Give us a follow. Continuing with the next fight in the bantamweight.
Andre Ewell versus Erwin Rivera.
Yep.
And they're not related, are they?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think the Riveras are
They look
related.
similar, but...
Are they related? I want to look into that.
No,
That's
bro,
kind of
bro,
ironic.
Rivera is like one of those last names in Puerto Rico that's everybody's got it.
Oh, okay.
And like Rodriguez and all those stuff.
I got you.
But
That'd
it's
be
like
kinda
common. It's like
interesting,
Smith.
That'd be okay.
So
You know better than me.
that fight ended just in a round
Decision.
3 decision. Still was a good fight. They threw tons of punches.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate fight. 41% accuracy, 47%.
It was mostly striking. Rivera went down for a lot of takedowns and only got 1 successful takedown out of 9 attempts.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, it was a good fight. And congratulations to the winner.
Yeah, I would just recommend
Andre
watching.
Ewell.
I would just watch 1 or 2 of the rounds and then move on. That's good.
Yep.
Continuing.
This was a good fight. Randy Costa versus Journey Newsom. And I say it was a good fight because it was only 17 seconds long or 45 seconds long.
Yeah, you said beautiful head kick.
Yeah, knocked him out with a beautiful head kick. That was it. They were just finding each other's distance, and then Costa took the shot and was rewarded with it.
Yeah, so here it is.
Check this head kick out.
Spent most of this camp down in South Florida.
That was it. That was it. Randy Costa. That's his leg kick. I mean, it was epic. It was good. That was it.
That's it. Game over.
Went with the punch straight to the kick. Got him with the kick.
And then we had Tyson Nam, which was the very first fight of the night. He has a knockout. Boom.
After he played it. Yeah, so that's what got him. I think it was a left hook. How's it not ending? I know. This is the ref finally steps in right here.
Everybody keeps saying stop. That's it. But
Tyson Nam. Yep.
pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
this
why-
what got
love
him.
that they were saying you cut him off when you get him up against the cage, go to the body.
Yep, got him with that
that
left hook.
counter to the bottom.
Yep,
So
epic.
pretty cool fights, pretty fun fights.
It was
Definitely recommend watching that one.
Yeah, it was a good fight for sure.
Then we go up to the featherweight
Who
division.
we got?
Derrick Minor versus TJ Laramie. Minor gets a submission. I think I put that one in our Instagram too. Pretty much if people get finishes, I'm gonna upload it
And
live.
highlight it.
Yeah, upload it live and highlight it.
Because who
on-
doesn't love a good finish?
Yeah, I think it's this one. No, that's not it. Well, I don't know where I put it. I don't want to waste too much time on it. But
It's there though somewhere.
good submission nonetheless.
Was that with the guillotine?
I think it was the guillotine. There were two guillotines that night.
Yeah, the one guillotine was Thompson, I believe it was.
Yeah. The females had Mayra Bueno Silva had the armbar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Next.
yeah, Derrick
so
Minor
Derrick
did
Minor
good. Then
won.
we have the women's bantamweight division, Jessica Rose Clark versus Sarah.
Alpar.
Too Sweet. That was her nickname. Too Sweet. I heard that nickname and I was like, oh, I changed my decision. I want her to win, but as soon as the fight started, it was just
She got busted up bad.
yeah, it was the whole fight. Sarah Alpar was, outstruck. She was outclassed everywhere, really, in the ground and standing. I think her plan was to take Jessica Rose Clark to the ground, and it just didn't pay out. Every single time she ended up getting punished, and then they had the horrible knee
Yeah, the
that
controversy.
broke her nose, and then the referee stops the fight. I think you had stuff on that, right?
I posted that, but I remember I remember the notes that I put down. Basically, it was a good fight. Jessica Rose Clark, I mean, she definitely was dominating it, and the ref Chris, the ref was Chris Taglioni, and he stopped the fight because he thought that Alpar's knee her butt was on the canvas. And we all know, like, if your knees are the butt or anything, or your lower half's on the canvas, you're not supposed to throw any knees, things like that.
Yeah, to a down opponent.
To a down opponent. And anyway, she wasn't down. We all saw the replay, and she was inches from down. She was like this close from being down.
You know what sucks about that, bro? That's like,
But she fell into it.
okay, see, she gets smashed in the face with a knee that drops her, and then what happened, in my opinion, is if you stand from a wall like 4 inches and you try to sit, you won't be able to. You're gonna get pinched between the wall and your feet, and to me that's exactly what happened. Bro, when she drops, you can see her butt, like you said, it's like an inch from
so
the ground.
So close.
And then they looked at the replay and they're like, all right, well, she wasn't a downed opponent, so they let the fight continue, but. He honestly should have been a TKO at that point, but
Yep. I don't think that's what the whole controversy was. Is like if he stopped the fight and it wasn't illegal, they should have stopped the fight and it was a TKO. It was it was a knockout.
But what they said during the broadcast was that they were using hybrid rules, meaning that they have the old rules, but they're also adding replays. Yeah, technically, it kind of sounded like, oh yeah, he can totally do that.
Go, oh, let me check the rule book.
Oh yeah, it's
there.
It's in here. It's cool.
there.
It's cool. That's kind of how it felt, but technically, if you're using hybrid rules, means you can use replays, which means that you can resume the fight after you verify whatever
There you
issue.
go. Good to know.
So although it felt weird, it kind of shitty because like you said, they should have just ended the fight as a TKO right there.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was Jessica Rose Clark looked incredible, and she just beat
Oh my
Too
God.
Sweet for
Another minute and a half, 2 minutes.
another minute and a half.
Yeah.
And they had to stop the fight. In the post-fight, Jessica Rose Clark was saying that she got tired of punching her. Like, she was like feeling bad. Like, I don't want to keep punching
I
this
know.
chick.
She
So
was
she went for a
dominant.
submission just to kind of stop it. But she didn't quit. Every time she went for a submission, she would try to shake it off, and she's like, "Oh well, you want to keep getting punched? All
Alpar
right."
has heart. You cannot say that. She has heart.
Yeah. So and then after the fight, she was.
You
all,
can't say she doesn't.
It was a good fight for the ladies. Good finish, good TKO. It should have finished earlier. Some controversy again with
Yeah.
the decision, but it's all good.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
The next fight was it? Yeah, you got anything else?
No, that's it. I'd recommend the fight. It was good.
Yeah, for sure. Next fight was the women's flyweight division with Mayra Bueno Silva and against Mara Romero Borella. Dude, Mara Romero Borella looked beastie. I was scared for the other girl in there.
When she took her down.
No, like in the highlights. Like her highlights.
Yeah.
She is like a beast, like a monster, like a killer machine. But sadly, they go to the ground, armbar submission, done.
Yeah, well, she looked actually pretty good because she got some ground and pound in. I mean, Silva was taking some shots.
Yeah.
I mean, when she took her down and had her in, I think it was the top guard, or I think she was on the top guard, yeah. Or she was standing up at the time, I believe. She was standing up anyway. Silva was laying down, and she went down and yeah, there it is. Yep. So she went down and started ground and pounding, and she just got caught.
took
Her
some
arm got caught.
punches.
Yeah. So that's the arm bar.
They just kept going back and forth. They just kept going back and forth between triangle choke, which is just her leg on the other side,
Yep.
and
Yep.
arm bar. So she just kept going until
Until got the arm.
She left
Until she
her
got the
arm out
Yep.
there, and it got caught. So good win for Mayra Bueno Silva.
Yeah, it was a quick fight. I'd watch it, especially if you're.
It's 50-second arm bar, 50-something seconds.
Yeah, especially if you're like a jiu-jitsu fan or a ground fight fan.
And it's a quick fight, dude.
It's a quick fight.
It's fun. Good shit.
Good finish.
Continuing, what else do we got? Featherweight division.
Oh yeah, Mirsad Bektik versus Damon Jackson, and yeah, this was the other guillotine I was talking about. This is the mounted guillotine, I believe. That was a good fight.
That was a crazy fight, bro.
Yeah, Jackson, I thought was gonna get knocked out. I think I had some notes on that too.
Dude, Bektik, they were about even throughout most of the fight, but then when you look at the numbers,
Yeah.
or at the impact, I say, you know how like some sometimes you fight and you throw a punch and the other guy acts like nothing. Every time this dude, what is it, Bektik threw a
Bektik, yeah.
kick,
It looked like it was
impactful.
Yeah.
So it looked like he was winning by a landslide to me in points and stuff. But then when you look at the strikes, it's about even. So it's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, Bektik came out swinging, man, and he came out swinging hard. He was throwing like I think 30-something strikes like that. I mean, he was like bah, 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 just swinging, and Jackson just weathered the storm, man. And you can tell Bektik was getting tired. Jackson tried, I think, 7 submission attempts. Yeah, 7 submission attempts, and he finally pulled one off with the mounted guillotine, and that's what got the win. But it's crazy because he only took that fight on a 3-day notice.
That's insane.
I think it was his first time in the octagon since 2016. So, Damon Jackson, good for you. Performance of the night. That was it, man. I mean, Bektik came. It was a good fight. I thought Bektik was going to win. How his arm didn't snap in the first round from that Kimura attempt by Jackson.
Dude, that guy was insane.
How
Dude,
did
he
your arm
fought
not
it.
snap?
He fought it, bro. That's crazy.
Dude, his arm was like, everyone was like, oh, he's going to tap. That's it. That's in deep. That's in deep. And then all of a sudden, he just got out of it.
I was like, he's not going to.
I was like, either A, he's seriously hurt, or B, that guy's double jointed, and we just witnessed it, because that was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good fight. Good for Jackson.
fight.
Performance of the night.
Pretty fun fight,
So,
dude.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jackson like brought it back with the submission. Otherwise, I feel he would have lost. Let's pull out
If
the
it would have
strike.
went to judges.
Yeah, when you look at the strikes, you
Yeah.
had 76 on Bektik versus
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Jackson,
If it was
so.
going to go judges, I'm pretty sure a lot of people had Bektik winning the fight. But Jackson just came out of nowhere, man. Got him with that guillotine.
All right,
Great win.
Yep. So next fight is the flyweight division. David Dvorak, dominant performance over Jordan Espinosa.
Yeah.
He came to a round 3 decision. Good
But
fight. I
like
don't
you
got
said,
much in there.
there's not much to talk about. It was
Watch
total
any
domination.
round, it's all the same.
It's total domination.
It's domination. Let's move into the main card.
Main card, here we go. Very excited.
Starting from the
UFC
bottom.
Vegas 11. We're talking about last Saturday, September.
I wrote it down.
What is today?
Last Saturday. I don't know. Last Saturday was the 19th.
All right, so September 19th.
There you go.
Last Saturday, we're talking about UFC Vegas 11 main card. Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington.
Yeah, but
So let's get right into it. This fight was awesome.
Yep.
This next fight we're going to talk about. It was the first fight of the main card. We're talking about Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart.
middleweight division.
So, middleweight division fight. Very, very good fight. These boys came out swinging from the start, dropping bombs on each other. I thought literally someone was going to get knocked out in the first round. I was like, dude, one of these guys are going to fucking get knocked out.
Yeah. I enjoyed the fight. It was pretty clear that Kevin Holland was taller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like his reach.
Yeah, he's
and
definitely taller.
so he basically, for 3 rounds, semi-bullied Darren Stewart, you know, with his reach. And when you look at the strikes and stuff, you know, Kevin Holland was winning for the most part. He easily won round 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And dude, he's such a fun fighter to watch. Like his first comment as soon as Darren Stewart gets on him against the fence, he's like, "Woo, you strong."
He said, boy, you strong.
Dude, after that, I just couldn't stop laughing, and after that, I just kind of like light in the mood. They were kind of like teasing each other throughout the fight.
Yep.
And it was just a fun fight.
It was a great fight. It was a great fight all the way to the end. I mean, even at the end, Darren Stewart's on top of him, on top of Kevin Holland, and going, "Come on, Kevin! Come on, Kevin! Let's go!" You know,
What's Kevin supposed to do, bro?
he's in the bottom position. Yeah.
You're on top of him. You're pushing forward. You weigh a ton. You're throwing bombs. What's he supposed to do?
I mean, he's in full guard. So what is he supposed to try to do? I mean,
Like he was laughing and he threw a punch here and there. You know, like okay. Dude, even his post-fight interview was hilarious. Like I actually recommend go watch his post-fight interview. So
it was great.
At the end, he was bummed out though because he felt that the last round might have been a 10-8 against Holland. So at the end, he's like, "I'll give you a rematch, bro. That should have been a draw." So he was like super bummed out. He wasn't happy he won. At the end of the day,
it
bro,
could have gone either way,
dude.
It could have gone either way.
At the end of the day, I think Holland won rounds 1 and 2, and everybody that tweeted live was showing Holland winning rounds 1 and 2. Round 3, he was winning pretty much the entire round until the end. How much control time did he have? It doesn't show here. But he didn't take him down until like the last, I want to say like 2 minutes at most.
Yeah.
And even then, he wasn't doing that much damage. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like it was a good win for Kevin Holland.
It was a good win.
I think it was a fair win. So, he shouldn't beat up himself for that. It was a fun fight too, so.
Congratulations,
Big
Kevin
fans of
Holland.
Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I like Kevin Holland. He's good. He's fun to watch. So
Up next,
we got our girl, our bae. She's our
Mackenzie
bae,
Dern.
Mackenzie Dern, fighting Marcos. What's her first name? Randa
Marcos.
Yeah. You can go ahead and talk about her because I know how special she is.
Easy peasy. They start striking. Mackenzie Dern is trying to show off her new striking, which she's been working on heavily. And as she's trying to do some cool moves, she ends up throwing a high kick that Marcos totally dodges by like 3 feet. Like it wasn't even close. And did you see that? And then she just basically goes, boom, falls on her ass, which is fine.
She
you know,
like
it
slipped.
happened.
Did she slip or fall or
Dude,
something? Lost balance?
It was
weird.
It was all 3. She lost balance. She slipped, and she threw a kick
Yeah.
so hard, like a roundhouse, that it literally swept her off her feet.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like when she threw a kick so hard that it took her feet from underneath her, and she fell.
That was great.
And then what happened was Marcos literally goes, "Oh, she's on the ground. Let me jump on her." For some reason, like,
Yes.
and she jumped on top of a 2-time black belt world champion, and literally.
Do not go on the ground with Mackenzie
Dude,
Dern.
look at this. This is it ended up being an armbar submission.
Now the reason why Marcos is able to stop this is he's got the left leg of Dern now.
Yeah, but she was fighting that for a while. I mean, it wasn't a quick armbar. I mean,
Her arm was out. She was twisting it. She put her arm under her armpit. She was twisting the wrist. But it sucks because she did. I don't want to say she fought it. I was gonna say she
Well, she couldn't get it fully in. I mean, like, well, the thing is, Marcos had her left leg, I believe it was, or
She was
whatever.
holding
She was
Mackenzie
holding her
Dern's
left
leg,
so
so
she couldn't get the full torque.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you could see when she let go of that, I mean, it was over.
As soon as her
she-
legs
yeah.
literally opened to let go of Mackenzie Dern's leg, it tapped
It was
immediately.
over.
Dude, but that was painful to look. She just kept going, like grabbing her wrist, and
Yeah.
they put it on her arm and twisting and leaning back, and incredible.
It's a good win for Mackenzie Dern.
In the post fight.
We saw her lose her first fight live in Tampa, and it was
Against
against
Joanna.
our no, it was against our other baby, Amanda Ribas.
Ribas, I'm sorry. Yes,
So,
Ribas.
yeah, so she's a beast. Amanda Ribas is a beast. She's on like a 5-win streak right now. So Mackenzie Dern, do not go on the ground with her. I
Talking
promise.
about Ribas, she's in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
she
in
is.
Abu Dhabi,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. I hope she fights soon.
So we should be seeing her soon. But good fight on Dern,
Yep.
good win. Even in the post fight, she's like, I don't understand, but she jumped on my guard.
Yeah,
Like,
she said that. A lot of people are giving her shit too, because they're like, oh, she's American, but then sometimes she doesn't remember her English and she tries to act fake and with her accent and stuff. It's like, who cares, man? Like, that's what I don't get about this people. Like, who's she hurting or what's she faking? Like, didn't she say half her family's like?
her husband's from Brazil, pure Brazilian. So
Yeah,
at
I mean,
home
like-
she speaks Portuguese all day. So, I mean, if I talk to my family too much on the phone and come to the podcast, it's hard to understand because I've been
Yeah.
speaking Spanish
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, my accent, and you know it, like, you and I work together. Some days I'm like, bro, my English is fucked. I can't
Yeah.
even talk today.
Yeah.
And then some days I'm
You're good. No, it's just people are giving her too
It
much
is
shit.
what
It's
it
like,
is.
leave her alone, man. Let her talk the way she wants to talk. Either that or she's going to put you in an armbar.
yeah, whatever.
So,
But good win. She's
yeah.
9-1 now. Who's next?
Johnny Walker versus Ryan Spann.
We both picked Ryan Spann last fight.
We did. I didn't think Johnny Walker was going to come out with some fucking nasty elbows the
We
way.
picked Darren last time. We picked Holland. But we did go with Ryan Spann, bro.
Yep.
If you remember that fight,
This was a must-win fight for Johnny Walker, and I thought he was gonna lose this fight, but
dude, when we look at here at the knockout, they pretty much, whatever, it don't
it
matter.
was elbows in a clinch.
They knocked each other out.
Did they?
Yeah.
It didn't look like he was knocked out.
Bro, Spann knocked. Here, I'll just play and then I'll
I
show
know
the
Spann.
thing.
I know Spann got him woozed.
Boom.
Yeah.
You see? He rocks him right there, but when he goes forward, he still rocked from earlier. So, and then behind the head, 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 and then here's the knockout. Boom. But this fight was crazy. From the moment this fight started, they were throwing bombs at each other. And they both rocked each other.
Yep.
That's why Spann like tackles him and just kind of like falls because he still doesn't have full control.
Yeah, but Walker wasn't like completely out though. He got
No.
hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both rocked each other. Obviously, at the end,
But
Spann
that's
is
what
done.
that's what got him with these
Like,
nasty
dude,
elbows.
that's what got him. They behind the head. I'm so sorry, bro.
The ref was right there though, so.
He was in the back. Like, he came around at the end. Like, at the end, he came
Oh,
around.
so you're saying you didn't see the first elbow?
And nobody's talking about it, bro. And there's not a single replay by UFC. Like, at the end,
Hold
yeah.
on, let's see. That was the end of the fight.
Yeah, I'll
But
show
yeah,
you.
this is crazy because like, see, watch. There's where he gets
So
rocked.
they both
Walker
get
gets
rocked.
rocked.
He falls because he's still out of it.
Yeah.
And now he turns behind the head, behind the head. Those are straight down. And then the referee